Welcome to the TeamFourStar Podcast. I'm Kaiser Neko.
I'm Lenny Pator.
And I'm Takahata 101.
And it has been way too friggin' long since we've made one of these.
It feels like it's been a little over a month, but yeah, still way too friggin' long for some people's minds, I guess. Oh.
Whatever we do, we can't let it become like the first podcast.
Hey, we all know why that one died, and it was because of you. And your shoddy recording methods.
You see this noise I'm making? Do you hear that? You hear that? That is me scoffing.
For several years, I kept bugging them we should do another one, and they never listened to me.
Well,
but you know what? Here we are, recording another episode. What is this, episode 5?
Is it episode 5? I can go check.
In the end, I'm right. That's all that matters.
But, yeah, so finally...
we have come back from the land down under.
Like a month ago, but yeah, we have.
How did we even start about Australia? I mean... We've talked about it in the past. We've talked about going before. This visit was even better, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, because all three of us were down there. We got set up with, like, while it can't really compare to the first way we stayed down there, like, the suite that they, like, the place that we stayed this year, it was spectacular. Just perfect, right in the middle of downtown Melbourne.
Oh,
amazing.
Yeah, it was this wonderful little, like, it was this 3-room suite, 2 bedrooms, and then a main room. Oh, man.
And there was a kitchen.
Yeah, kitchen, a washer and dryer. Okay, why are we talking about accommodations? That was cool.
Perfect, that's why.
Well, yeah, the accommodations were cool. I mean, I'm not gonna, I can go on and on about how comfortable that was, but that wasn't the cool part about the whole visit.
The convention itself. I mean, you guys, honestly, Manifest lived up to its name after you guys were just talking about it, ranting and raving about it from the year previous. I mean, like, I went there, I had a blast. I mean, flying there was unfortunate with my 8-hour layover, but, you know, such as flying internationally.
I heard you had a good flight, though. I mean, you were...
there was no one on. I had a whole row to myself.
Yeah, well, Kaiser and I, when we flew there, apparently Slash was on our plane.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Well, to learn after we got off. I mean, it was kind of funny. We didn't know while we were flying, and then when we get off, we find out, oh yeah, by the way, Slash was on your plane. Oh, well, okay. Why not?
Off if Slash was there? I mean, is that a weird...
See, the way I picture it is, like, those first-class seats up there, those little pods they have, I imagine he had one for a couple of his guitars.
Oh, yeah.
On my flight, I had the lovely and ever so luscious Rachel Robinson, the voice of Fang. So I got to chit-chat with her a lot. She was super awesome to travel with.
That's Fang from Final Fantasy 13, by the way.
Hey, Fang was awesome in that.
I'm not insulting the person who voiced it. I'm insulting the game itself.
Although, to be fair, Fang is, like, the best character in that game. But
Fair enough.
What about Hope? But no, I mean, I landed, and then I remember when I first showed up. You know, we first rolled up to the convention. Like, for me, because I arrived late, unfortunately.
Yeah, you missed our first panel, but that's okay because we had like several others afterwards. So
that's true. But I remember rolling up, and I was upstairs in the green room, and all of a sudden I just hear Lanny go, "Taka, Taka." I just screamed and hid in the corner as like John Swayze's just like, what the heck?
And then Lanny just descended.
But yeah, it was just an amazing con once again this year. It was bigger than last year. I loved their setup this year. I mean, the way they did it, they set up the main stage for all the big panels, and they had like a huge, just gigantic merch area.
Oh yeah, the merch area was so much fun.
Merch area, panels 2, gaming, autograph area, maid cafe, which we did not go to.
You know, I was sad that we never went to that maid cafe. They were selling crepes. God damn it.
And they were luscious, and apparently we could get them.
And not to mention,
anytime.
Yeah, that video game room too. Oh man, I love cons with good gaming rooms. Like,
you know what? I couldn't hear Rock Band, and that crushed my soul. I couldn't hear the sound music.
Yeah, that's right. It was a little quiet. I mean, it can't compare to that one con that we went to, and I won't name names, that had the rhythm gaming section right next to a bunch of AMVs playing, though.
Oh man,
yeah.
You guys remember that?
Yeah, yeah. That was just unfortunate and poorly planned.
Manifest was fantastic, though. Great staff. I mean, the staff as much as we love a lot of the convention staffs that we go to, these guys, they actually are legitimately our friends. And not to say that we don't make friends with a lot of our other staffers, but these guys, they're
legit. They're our friends. They're people that we would regularly hang out with if we had the opportunity.
We have cooked food with them, and they have cooked food for us.
Yeah,
pretty awesome. That's why the kitchenette was amazing in the hotel room. But I got a couple of things about Australia which I loved. Was eating their delicacies such as kangaroo.
Yep, I grilled up a bunch of that for you guys again this year.
That was pretty dang awesome.
It was just a blast, and my God, if it's one thing that I really miss about Australia, I miss their hard cider. I miss Recorderlig.
Yeah,
man, I felt bad because I was sick the last 2 days, so I really didn't drink. I was so crushed about that. You have no idea.
Yeah, I don't think we actually did as much drinking as we were hoping to do. Not like
Here's the thing: we didn't do a lot of hard drinking. We did a lot of casual drinking.
Yeah, I mean
that's fine.
Yeah,
I mean you guys did. You guys got smashed at the after party.
Oh yeah. Oh okay. Yeah. Never mind. I say we didn't do a whole lot of drinking, but the after party.
Yeah, I got blitzed. Holy shit.
I had to lead you guys back to the hotel.
Yeah, I was kind of that asshole for a while.
Kaiser!
What?
I can't wait to have you as drunks.
I was so drunk, I believe I sat on 3 people's laps in my kilt. It was sort of funny like that.
I was chatting with I don't even remember what I was saying, but I hope it was sexy. I hope.
Well, as sexy as it can be with half of your tongue sticking out.
Yeah, I mean, I got tipsy there, but here's the thing that stopped me from drinking that night. I made the mistake. Somebody told me that if I was going to order anything with rum in it, that I order it by a name. Because the rum that they gave me in my rum and coke tasted like fucking bleach.
Yeah.
It was like, oh God. It was like literally drinking toilet cleaner. I couldn't do it. I just set it down okay, that just kind of ruined it for the night. I'm done here. Actually, no, then I went and did a couple more Jaeger bombs, but then we left.
Man, what did I just drank a lot. I just ended up being given a lot of drinks. Here, drink part of this pitcher. I'm like, oh, okay, why not, Mr. Person at the party?
Yeah, I don't know why, but I just kind of went in there, and we had these little bracelets, which basically put us up in a tab that the con was running. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna get a couple of blind Russians, and a Long Island iced tea, and a pina colada, and
okay. Here's the thing that you guys don't know about Kaiser and his drinking habits. He doesn't sip. He just goes, another.
Yeah, I know, and part of it is kind of like my false bravado, and at the same time, it's the fact that I don't like the taste of alcohol, so I don't like to sip. A good beer, I will sip, and certain drinks, if they're my favorite kind of drink, I'll sip. But if one is a hard alcoholic beverage, I will chug, and especially if I'm at a party, because I don't want to just stand around waiting to get buzzed. Unfortunately, I overestimated myself bad that night.
Yeah, you and me were pretty drunk. It was fun.
Yeah.
The place we were at, that building where the roof just kept going up and up. There was tower inside the building.
Melbourne Central.
Yeah,
oh,
Central
that was
Station.
so fucking cool. Oh my God, I couldn't. I was just staring up at it. I'm good, guys. You can go up to the party.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you I'm glad that we were able to get out to the fish and chip shack and get out to the beach with you, Taka. That was a lot of fun. I mean, yeah, obviously it wasn't a warm beach, but it was still a beach, and we got.
But unfortunately, Taka had to leave a day before us, and that last day, the day he left, we actually went to Central Station and got to walk around a bit. I'm just really sad that you weren't able to do that with us, Taka.
Yeah, we went and walked around.
I had lots of fun and stuff. I need to get new shoes. Those shoes were actually making me tired.
Yeah.
There's no. I'm literally just walking on rubber. That's why I was so tired.
Well, we got to go to the Museum of the Moving Image, and that was a lot of fun. They had that awesome gaming thing.
Oh yeah,
we had the gaming thing. Oh, that was so much fun.
I went down there with Jesse and Sparks.
Oh yeah, that was hella fun.
Playing Children of Eden in 3D. My God, you remember that?
Oh,
dude, I thought we took shrooms. Never taken shrooms, but I'm assuming that's what it would feel like.
That was kind of a sensory overload. Usually, I don't get all that overpowered by the whole 3D thing or these really trippy video games. With that and that game in 3D on a big screen, I was a little frazzled afterwards. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna need a second to kind of get my bearings back.
And that is why I personally believe 3D can be used for art.
You see, I don't. The thing is, 3D for me has never been all that prevalent. It has never enhanced a movie for me besides Avatar. Like, legitimately never enhanced a single movie. And yet I'm paying extra to go watch it, and they cut down all of the other show times for it. I'm sorry, I know I've complained about 3D.
I understand the frustration. I mean, here's my argument for it. I know there are a lot of people that like use it as a gimmick and just like, oh, we need to pad the ticket price. But the way I see it is it gives you an entire new dimension to play with in film. And I know we're kind of going off on a tangent here, but imagine if somebody like Alfred Hitchcock had access to 3D. Imagine if he was able to film Vertigo in true 3D. Imagine how trippy that would be.
True. But anyway, more about Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah, the weather out there this time was actually rather nice. Like, it rarely ever got that cold, and when it did, it was usually in the evenings.
It only rained like twice, I think, when we were down there.
No, it actually rained half the time, remember?
It wasn't half the time. It was like, well, okay, to be fair, it was on and off. To be fair, it was on and off throughout the entire day.
Yeah.
It was that really annoying Vancouver weather. It's like passive aggressive. Like, I might rain, but I might not.
See, but Vancouver was nothing but kind to us.
That was during the summer, not during the other half of the year.
I remember being out there and it was like 80-something degrees, and you're like, why is it so hot? And I'm like, fucking Canadians.
Yeah, but going down to that glacier stream in Canada, that's still one of my favorite memories that I have, honestly, Taka.
All right, now we're talking about Canada. Okay, Australia. What did we do in Australia?
Well, Australia. We went to the zoo.
Awesome. Oh yeah, we did go to the zoo, and that was fantastic.
We chilled out with a bunch of our friends and some of the voice actors, and we saw the elephants and the lions.
Yeah, actually, like, the animals were out and about for the most part, kind of doing their thing.
The kangaroo exhibit wasn't as fun as it was last year. Maybe because we went later in the day when they were actually going free range, but
yeah, they were lazy bastards this time.
Why the hell were those ostriches so evil?
Oh god, emus? Oh no, emus. No,
yeah,
just screw
they'll follow you around like a velociraptor.
Yeah, screw emus, screw ostriches. They're just pissy, pea-brained assholes. That's what they are.
I remember that. You watch everybody else who was there. They're like running away from like, and then there's this like one kid that just walks straight up to it, and you're just like, that kid knows no fear.
I remember looking at him like that kid better not. If that kid pulls anything, that emu will mess him up. That kid's gonna grow up with an eye patch.
Yeah, it was an amazing trip. I love going down there. I hope we can go back down there again. It's just so much fun. I love going down there. I love the people. I love the con. I love the city.
I love the macaroons.
And the food. Yeah, the food's amazing down there.
Oh man, the steak. Oh my god, that steakhouse.
That steak. Oh my god.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Yeah, that was.
All right, so Australia was a fantastic success all around.
Yeah.
Yes,
so what have you guys been up to since we got back, though? I mean, it's obviously been a bit, but.
Second I got back, I went to Cause and Effect, which was a local Vancouver convention.
Yeah, man, you went to like con after con for like 4 weeks there or something.
Wait, does Cause and Effect mean like cosplay in effect? Is that the joke, COS and
yes.
Kaiser, I will throw this bottle so hard it will hit Louisiana and possibly you. I don't have that good of aim. But anyway, go ahead.
No, con was great. I mean, LK flew up from LA for the convention. Exorcist, D. Grayman Bridge was up as well. And con was great. We went, me and Howard, as well as my sister. Actually, my sister came down for the convention too. We entered into the Final Fantasy Fight Tournament, and we ended up getting first place.
Yeah, I saw that. Congratulations.
All right, Taka.
What was up?
So, how old's your sister?
18.
Oh, is that right? Okay, cool. Just wanted to know.
He needed some fashion advice.
Okay. Don't ask my sister. She was dressed as the Pyro. I was dressed as Gary Oak, and Howard, aka To Exorcist, was dressed up as Jackie Chan holding a baby, not wanting any trouble.
It's great. He can do that. His last name is Wang.
Dude, honestly, he won that thing. Like, I asked him to do that. He's like, oh, and then also he just came up with so many great attack ideas. One of his attacks was he actually got into a car, a fake invisible car, and backed the car up on someone. And the final, because the final match was actually against Team Childhood Trauma, which was Pedo Bear, the chick from The Grudge, and Scarecrow from Batman.
Yeah, I believe there's a video of that online that I saw.
Yes, there is actually.
It went a little long, but it was entertaining nonetheless.
It was a lot of fun. It was definitely a lot of fun. right after that, I went next week and I went to PAX Prime.
Yeah, I've always wanted, like, ever since PAX started up, I've kind of wanted to go there. How was it?
Oh, dude, it was amazing. Absolutely amazing. So much to take in. And I unfortunately was only there for a day because it's the only badge I could get was for Saturday. And I went as Loki from the Avengers. And I went over pretty well.
All the pictures?
Dude, all the Tumblr reposts. Good God.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, if none of you have seen Taka as Loki, he pulls it off really well. Like,
didn't you get on X-Play for that?
Yeah, I did. I never watched the episode, and they might have cut my bit. But I actually got, they came up to me and asked me if I wanted to be interviewed by Morgan Webb. And I was just like, okay, cool. I'm just here for the League of Legends tournament. Why not? Was there to watch, not try out. I'm terrible at the game. Just so bad. If I'm not playing Mordekaiser, then I'm like, God.
Wait.
PAX was like so intense. There was like 80,000 people, the biggest convention I've ever been to, right? And I'm hanging out with my friends. It was there for a day, but it felt so fulfilling. I got to go to the Marvel booth dressed as Loki, which was very entertaining. Just the whole weekend was great. I'm just surprised so many people recognized my Loki because I thought I did a good job at, like, I'm at a gaming convention, not like a comic book convention. So yeah. I was like,
to be fair, the genres have kind of crossed, like, for a long time here.
It's just geekdom, I'd say, at this point. But I was still really pleasantly surprised how well over it went. So then one of you guys talk for a while. I've been talking for a while.
Yeah, Kaiser, what's been up with you?
Not gonna lie, I haven't been doing a whole lot. Just been kind of hanging out with friends, watching stuff, watching community Parks and Recreations, some other shows. Basically just catching up on a bunch of stuff. Now that the season's over, I'm basically taking the biggest break. I mean, I edited one other thing in the interim, which we'll get to in a minute. But, otherwise it's been one gigantic vacation for me, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I on the other hand, I've been up to my eyeballs and stuff. I mean, like, as soon as I got back from Australia, I started packing up my apartment because I'm actually at my new place right now. I just moved in with my lovely girlfriend, Erica.
Gay.
Gay. Hyper gay. Turbo gay.
Ultra combo gay finish.
Ultra combo gay finish! I'm imagining that being like a geek porn right now. But anyway, so yeah, finally moved in here. As soon as I got moved in here, though, both my boss and my assistant manager went out of town at the Men's Warehouse that I work at, and I was basically working like somewhere around 50 hours a week, 50 to 60 hours a week, just like because I was the only other manager on staff. And that burnt me out rather quickly. You guys didn't see a lot of me for that time, and now that they're back in town, I was able to celebrate my birthday in peace, so that went over well.
Oh, happy birthday, by the way.
Thank you.
Forgot to mention, Cause and Effect threw me a birthday party.
Nice.
Yeah, forgot about that.
Yeah.
So thank you for doing that. Back to you, Lenny. Sorry.
No problem. Other than that, just been finishing scripting up what we have planned for Youmacon with you guys, and of course we got Cooler up and running, so how about we move on to that?
Yeah, okay. Segue in it again. I always can rely on you for a segue.
Hopefully, yeah. I'm trying to master the art form. I have many years of training to do on top of the mountain, but
talk to some mall cops. I hear they're all about segues.
Ha! Blarting it up.
But anyway, so yeah, Cooler. That was a movie.
It was. I like the way it came out. At the same time, I'm going to be honest. I don't think it was, our strongest video ever. I still like it though. It's one of those videos that on paper it looked better than it did on screen, and then after it got on screen, like I had to watch it a couple times, and I can actually appreciate. It's one of those things that after multiple viewings, I appreciated it more and more. Like there are definitely some gems that we wrote in there. My favorite scene is still going to be that Yajirobe Corrin scene that we did.
That scene made me really nervous because I remember I ended up voicing both those characters because I had a good approximation of their dub voices, and I basically just said, well, why don't I do them? They were kind of these, we kind of early Funimationed it. It was like, okay, so who can do this? Okay, you can do it? Okay, just do it. Mm-hmm. Not to make any unnecessary jabs of Funimation, but that's kind of how they rolled back in the day. It was hilarious. But so basically, as I was voicing that scene, I was like, okay, I'm going to do my absolute best to differentiate these voices to my fullest extent. Unfortunately, when they scream, there's almost nothing I can do.
Personally, I never really thought it was an issue. I didn't notice too much. I mean, it's almost like me yelling at using Vegeta and yelling at Piccolo.
Yeah, but even those still have
There's a slight difference between them when they scream. There's a slight difference.
Yeah, unfortunately, mine is merely a difference in pitch.
And it's, sometimes that's just enough of a difference.
Yeah.
Because if you get a couple of guys yelling at each other, a lot of times they'll end up sounding like more similar. Because when you're yelling, you're using the very shrill part of your vocal cords. So.
But I'll agree, this wasn't our best material. Not that it was bad, and I've seen that there's been a split reaction. It's a very bipolar reaction to this one. People who don't like it I thought it was very underwhelming. A lot of the people who do like it really liked it. I think that has to do with the fact that
it's a combination of things, really.
Yeah, not getting too far into the details, but we really wanted to get this one done, and yeah, we probably could have done a little bit more with it, and we know that. We're not gonna act like, oh, whatever we did, all of our shit is amazing, but I think there's a lot of really good stuff in Cooler, and I had a hell of a lot of fun.
There's definitely stuff we're proud of in it.
Yeah, and I had a hell of a lot of fun editing it, and everyone gave great performances, and let's not ignore Mr. General Ivan as Cooler.
Great voice, and I look forward to working with him again in Cooler's The Return of Cooler. God, I hate those two titles.
Yeah, the Revenge of Cooler and Return of Cooler. We'll probably just call the next one Meta Cooler or Metal Cooler, something along those lines.
We could call it Meta Cooler and then just make it like really meta. We could be self-referential all over the place in there.
Yeah, I think that sounds like the best idea ever.
You make me want Mitt Romney want to win what? I don't know what I screwed that up so badly.
But no.
You make me want.
We got it. We got it.
Yeah.
But no, Cooler. One of my favorite things about Cooler was I got to do a lot of really neat sound design on this one, and not to mention, I'm gonna go back to this, working with General Ivan's voice. Oh my God, I could just buckets,
kind of.
So buckets. I kept playing the lines over and over. He did all of his lines in one big recording, and I was just like, oh man. I don't know what it is about that.
While he had a big bucket.
He did it all in one recording. It's so big.
But and weirdly enough, I actually really liked voicing Icarus in it.
Oh, I
remember that. Icarus. I didn't say stop.
Yeah, see, it was something about that. I don't know why, but just all those noises I got to make with them, I was actually having a lot of fun with that. And for the first time ever, I kind of felt like Icarus was kind of cute. I was like, oh, now I feel bad about what we're doing at the end.
No, I don't.
It was sort of funny though. And here's a little bit of director's commentary. That scene in the credits, I came up with that on the absolute final hour. It was the entire movie was done.
You mean just the dragon skeleton part?
Yeah, the skeleton on the because I'd already gotten everything edited, but there was a mistake, and so we had to hold it until we'd gotten a redo. And as I was sitting there, I was just fuming because I wanted to get it done and up, and I'm like, wait a second. There's got to be something more to these credits because I liked the song. I picked the song very intentionally.
Yeah, the song was great.
And I was like, I know what I can do with these credits. And so I found the old skeleton that the wonderful, incredibly talented, beautiful Kira Pop made for us for movie 4. And I just plopped that sucker down, and I actually took a picture. It was actually, the original shot was Goku laying on the ground, and I just photoshopped him the hell out of there and put down the skeleton.
Yeah, finger licorice good.
Cooler.
It was a mixed bag. It was a lot of fun to work on. Some parts didn't turn out as well as we hoped they would, but in the end, we're still happy with how it came out.
Yeah. Yep. So.
Yeah. Other than that, we are moving on ahead to our next con on the docket.
Man.
Oh my God.
I feel so bad. A lot of these are about conventions. Conventions a lot of people can't go to. I'm so sad.
Yeah, but we got to talk to him because there are a lot of people that do go to Youmacon. I mean, you remember how many people line up for our stuff at Youmacon? We love Youmacon. Youmacon is as much as we love every other con that we go to, Youmacon is our goddamn home, you know?
Yeah, Youmacon has been the best con for us. They treat us so incredibly wonderfully, and the fans there are always... The fans at Youmacon are amazing. Like, they've consistently been, like, fun and loud and out there and happy, and I've always enjoyed them. And
no matter how often we bring the same crap.
And they're always...
I promise not to.
And we always try to bring our best to Youmacon. Not that we don't want to bring our best to other conventions, but Youmacon has just given us this place where when we know we're going to Youmacon, we're gonna bring...
We try to plan something special.
Yeah, it's very special to us. They've definitely made a big impact, not only on us, but...
On the city of Detroit.
Oh, yeah. They're expanding to the Kobo Center.
Lord knows the Lions aren't helping them this year.
Oh, right, football, okay.
Yeah, poor Motor City Kitties.
Oh my god, is that the nickname for them?
I believe so, Motor City Kitties.
Oh, that's adorable.
That's adorable.
Anyway, so yeah, like Youmacon is our home con, really looking forward to it, and we're gonna have a lot of people this year. It's gonna be me, Lanny, Taka, Antfish, Megami33, HBI2K, Moscow X, and yeah, I'm so excited.
Possibly more, and I know that there's like a lot of other abridgers who are showing up there.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of other people.
The Supernatural Bridge guys are coming.
Purple Eyes.
Yeah, Purple Eyes.
Purple Eyes is gonna be there.
Purple Eyes is going to be there.
That's right. You haven't met him yet.
No, I hear he's crazy.
He's
a fun guy.
Yeah,
it's weird.
I'm very excited. I can't even wait for Youmacon, and we're gonna have a bunch of new material ready for it. And one of them is actually going to be Hellsing 3. Yay!
Hold it once a year.
It was so hilarious because when I made that commercial, and this is my mistake. I will totally admit that I made the mistake here. I was just like, okay, I'm gonna get this commercial done. Oh wait, I need to put a date on the newspaper. What am I gonna put there? I don't know. Will it be done tonight? I'm just gonna put any random date this week. And so I put it on like 29th or something. It was like that Friday. And everyone thought that it was going to go up that day. It was the 28th on Friday. And they looked at the date and they thought, oh my God, that's a date in the future. That must be when the episode's going up. And I'm like, oh no. Oh no, guys, no.
We aren't that cryptic.
Yep.
And I should have been smart and I should have put the Youmacon date on it. That would have been smart, but I wasn't smart. I was stupid. And I put a random date on there and that, yeah.
And that's how you ended up working with us. How by the way, how has scripting gone on that?
Oh, it's all done. You're gonna be seeing that at Youmacon. It's gonna be real great, and we're gonna be premiering something else that we huh.
I used to put it with many sessions of me yelling at him, going, "No, okay."
Really, I thought it would have been the other way around.
No, that's what he's saying.
Okay.
I gotta admit, Alucard is one of my favorite characters to write for. Like, of course, that's what Taka usually writes for him. Taka just goes balls to the wall with every line he writes for Alucard.
I really like writing for him. And, honestly, when I thought out the first one, then we wrote it down on paper, Geyser.
Yeah.
The first episode, I had never seen Archer. And then we wrote episode 2, and I hadn't seen Archer. Then I saw Archer after episode 2, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ.
He's kind of like
Alucard is Archer with godlike powers.
Also, not as stupid.
Oh no, yeah.
Like you always say he's kind of like Archer, but Archer's kind of stupid, and it's this weird dichotomy that he's actually incredibly smart. He is a secret agent. He knows a lot, and on the other side, he's incredibly stupid. Whereas Alucard is just
I wouldn't say he's stupid. I'd say he's street smart, but kind of naive.
Yeah,
he's short-sighted.
Yeah, having a lot of fun with Hellsing. We always have a lot of fun writing Hellsing.
Bringing a lot of new people into the cast this time around. I'll spoil one of the castings.
Yeah?
I can say that General Ivan's in episode 3.
After his performance in Cooler, that comes as no surprise.
Oh, no, honestly, after I heard his recordings, I contacted him, asked him to audition for a character, so he will be the voice of Ricardo Maxwell, Anderson's boss. So I really look forward to recording that with him. Of course, Remix is back as Walter. No Whacking back as Ceres. Megami back as Integra.
You're just saying that everyone's back because Funimation posted that everyone was coming back for the new DVDs, aren't you?
They had to. There's no way you could recast the original Hellsing dub. How could you do that? The cast was so perfect.
Yeah, it really is. I bet they had to fly a lot of those people, too.
First of all, Crispin was going to come back. No, of course he was. It's his favorite character. And it's great that Stephen Brand came back to record for Anderson. I forget the actor's name who plays the Major, but thank God he's back because I love that bastard.
Yeah, that dub is one of the best anime dubs ever made.
And she announced it on Twitter today, so I can say it flat out. Actually, Rachel Robinson, a friend of ours, is going to be in it.
Yep, she's going to be playing.
Zoran Blitz.
Yep, she actually announced
Good
that
casting.
the other day. But no.
Oh, brilliant cast! Awesome.
Yeah, Rachel.
Gonna be Fang with a German accent, and that's scary as shit.
Rachel Robinson is fantastic, by the way. We've hung out with her a couple of times, and
she's a fun, classy lady.
Oh, she is just so much fun. She's friendly and outgoing, and I'm not going to reveal her age. She's defied the process of aging. I don't know how.
She is a very sexy lady.
She is. Oh, as a gay man, I feel comfortable saying that she is beautiful. But, Hellsing isn't the only thing that we're going to be premiering at Yokohama. We don't want to say exactly what it is just yet. We're actually going to be putting up a little preview for it. It's going to be real fun, and I think a lot of people are going to be really excited about this one. It's not Season 3. I'm going to say that right now. Not Season 3. We're working on that. We're working on that, I promise. I swear to God, we're just getting something squared away.
Swear to God!
I like to think of it as, wrapping everything up in Season 2 before moving on.
Yeah, we want to do some other things. We want to do other material so we can start Season 3 and really get into that. We don't want to be distracted while we're working on Season 3.
Yeah, because this is the perfect place to put this in, and this is where we're putting it, so.
Yeah. Season 3 will start before the end of the year. I know that seems like, I can't believe you took this long to start Season 3. I know that...
Hey guys, remember how long it took us to start Season 2?
Almost as long as it's taking us to start Season 3.
Oh no, it took us significantly longer.
Oh yeah, to be fair, our account went down during that time. Ugh.
Yep.
But no, Season 3 will start by the end of the year, and I assure you we've got a truckload of material for that. Also, don't want to rush into it. We still have some planning.
Yeah, we got some casting that we need to do, and it's just something we need to get out of the way before we can even think about writing all the characters.
Yeah. So
yeah, that's just about everything. So Kaiser, you see any good movies lately? I got back from seeing Looper. I actually just posted a review of it, my personal review of it on my blog. But
seeing as Taka hasn't seen it, Taka, you need to see more movies.
Oh, I saw a movie recently. I actually watched a bunch of movies last weekend.
Oh yeah, what'd you see?
I saw. Oh man, I watched Easy A.
Ooh, okay, that was a long time ago, but still good.
Yeah.
Oh, I at the beginning, I hate Emma Stone. At the end, I have a crush on Emma Stone.
How could you hate Emma Stone? I'm gay and I have a crush on Emma Stone.
Hold on. Did you hear what I just said?
I know, but
but how did you hate her to begin with?
I know, it's still infuriating.
I thought she was smug, and at the end, she's a hot smug bitch. Okay.
Well, she's not. I wouldn't call her smug. I'd call her like. She can be a little condescending.
Performance in that movie, she was a bit smug. But the thing is, it was a great movie. It was a great movie. It's great to see Malcolm McDowell working. That's always a great thing for me to see. Love that actor. Then I watched The Hurt Locker.
I haven't seen that yet.
Okay, out of curiosity, we're talking about seeing movies. You're seeing movies from like 4, 5, 6 years ago.
Have you seen any movies that were recent?
Yeah, I saw The Expendables 2. Or as it's known by its European name. Damn it, we're not old yet.
My God, what did you think of the Chuck Norris joke they threw in there, Taka?
Just Chuck Norris. As an entity, I like Chuck Norris the person. He's a racist bigot. I mean...
Yeah,
1,000 years of darkness.
And here's the thing: I like Chuck Norris, the entertainer, like the entertainment icon that he is. I like that.
Actually, by the way, I don't think he's racist.
No, he's not racist. He's just
he's very conservative.
He's homophobic.
He's homophobic. He might be a bigot, but he ain't a racist.
Yeah, but here's a test I like running on people who like watch The Expendables. It's called the memorable character test. List off all the characters you can name that's not the actor's name. I can only name one. Wait, no, I can name 2 from that movie.
Was the Asian chick's name the Asian chick?
No, I don't think so.
No, I don't recall anyone's names.
The only 2 I can remember were Terry Crews, who's Hail Caesar, and Jean-Claude Van Damme as like Jean Villain or Villain.
Jean Villain. Thank you.
Yeah, he was
I remember that name.
villain.
The fact that it ends in a boiler room brawl is spoilers. Anyways,
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of the first one. Never saw the second one.
The second one was better.
Debatably.
Really?
I think
there was just more action in the second one, and it finally, let's not try. They still had scenes where they were all trying to act, and it's weird to say, but Dolph Lundgren, ironically, was one of the better actors. I can't believe I'm saying that.
Here's the problem for me. The action in this one was too few and far between, and it was like over way too quickly. I think the climax of the first one was significantly better than the climax of the second one.
Yeah.
The fact that there was a scene where Arnold Schwarzenegger, Bruce Willis, and Sylvester Stallone are just have machine guns and it's just a montage of them killing guys, and like it's like the 80s in one movie.
My problem is
Sylvester Stallone is boxing Jean-Claude Van Damme, and Jean-Claude Van Damme is using kickboxing. I'm like, and there's all the terrible puns.
The worst part is, it's like there are so many winks to the camera that at some point it stops becoming charming and starts becoming annoying.
I'd say, where that point was for me?
Where mine came at the Chuck Norris joke, but when was yours?
For me, where it was like, okay, stop it, was when Bruce Willis and Arnold were pinned down behind. Don't worry, I'll be back. No, you've been back enough. This time I'll be back. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, see, that's one of the problems I have with these movies is that they don't.
I was letting pause, but Arnold Schwarzenegger, yippee-ki-yay, and rolls his eyes. I'm like, oh no, you guys ruined it.
Yeah, that's right. There was absolutely no reason for that line.
If he screamed yippee-ki-yay and jumped out with 2 shotguns, I would be fine with that.
I never felt like any of these movies actually lived up to the movies that they were trying to.
Exactly. I say that in like a little movie rant I posted on my blog too.
Yeah. Like, the first one was underwhelming, and one of the things that bothered me is that they shied away from actual legitimate violence when that was one of the parts of those old movies
That's not true. Do you remember the Jet Li fighting guys in Melee scene from the first one? He was breaking their necks, shoving knives through their heads. Terry Crews was shooting holes through fuckers. They were not shying away.
To be fair, the only really violent scene was that scene with Terry Crews. The scene with Jet Li was violent, but it was so PG-13.
Well, that's the thing. That's kind of what Jet Li's violence.
Well, yeah, I know.
That's kind of what Jet Li's violence is, though.
And that's okay. He's allowed to have that kind of violence. But most of the guys there are the kinds of guys that are like, blowing arms off. Like, if this were the original Running Man, I mean, Jesus. The original Running Man, like, the PG-13 cut was more violent than that movie.
It's true.
You want to know why the second movie was especially kind of like not over? I mean, there's lots of action, but not much violence. Is because that was the only way they could sign Norris.
Well, yeah, it's still R-rated, but yeah, and see, this is why I don't like Norris. It's like, Norris, just do the movie. Like, if you're gonna sign on to be in the movie, don't try and dictate it. See, I've never been a huge Norris fan, and he's only done more than enough to make me not like him over the years.
But on to a Bruce Willis movie that was actually good.
Looper,
yeah, I saw that just this weekend. A lot of fun with that one.
Oh yeah, dude.
Didn't see it.
Yeah, Looper.
Well, we won't spoil too much, but let's just say there's a third act in there that isn't even hinted at in the trailer that just kind of, it's awesome.
Yeah, the trailer barely tells you anything. And you know what? I'm not going to lie. A lot of the movies in 2012 had shitty trailers.
Yeah, this one was a really shitty trailer because it made it look like an action movie. Yeah. Do you know the crowd I was seeing that movie with? Shit ton of teenagers. I was sitting in that theater, and like, bear in mind, I saw Brick probably about a month and a half ago at this point.
Oh yeah.
So I'm sitting there, and then I realized, oh, wait, yeah, Rian Johnson or Rain Johnson, however you pronounce it, he's directing Looper. Okay, now I'm actually excited to see that. And then I realized, you know what? He's probably not going to be directing a straight action movie. I'm guessing there's going to be a lot of noir elements in there, and there were.
It's a smart movie.
It's a very smart movie.
And somebody asked me to describe it, and I said it's kind of like Inception with time travel.
Although at the same time, you know what I'm talking about when I say the end, it leaves it open to that gigantic time paradox.
Yeah, well, I mean, all time travel movies have that, and
that's true. That's not true. I found one that doesn't. Back to the Future.
Okay, that's because Back to the Future was all about that, though.
Yeah, it was like it's the fact that I'm just saying that's a time travel movie that didn't have it.
Yeah, but I'll say this: Looper. is an incredibly smart movie, an incredibly well shot movie too. And oh man, I walked out of the theater, and the thing that bothered me a whole lot was I walked out of the theater, and so many people were complaining that wasn't an action movie.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. It was misadvertised.
It infuriated me too, because I walked out of that movie, I couldn't even believe what I just watched. It was so good.
It was a really smart movie. It's one of those movies that I actually think I have to see like another time, maybe 2 more times to fully appreciate it.
I might actually
kind of like Brick.
I almost saw Paranorman again too. Like, funny, I'm going from Looper to Paranorman. By the way, if anyone out there has not seen Paranorman and it's still in a theater near you, go see that. Paranorman is actually really legitimately good. It lulls in some places and kind of has a weird startup, but its third act and its climax is unbelievable. Like, the people who made this movie, I can't even believe they made a kids movie like this.
Yeah.
It is ridiculous. Any other movies?
No other movies that I can really think of. I mean, Looper is the big one.
I know another one.
What's that?
Dread.
I have not seen that yet, but I know, like, from people that I know who have seen it, they tell me it's the exact thing as The Raid, but it's still all right.
I can't even believe its budget was $50 million. I was watching this movie going like, pretty, the entire time, because it's got some pretty stuff.
I'm probably going to try to check that out sometime this week. Like, it's a movie that I kind of I've been wanting to see just because, you know me, I like awesome crap, and that seems like it has it written all over it.
Oh, dude, yeah. This has some, like, one of my favorite things about it, it's got some creative kills. And for me, for action movies, like that, the kind of shoot 'em up movies, creative kills are what I'm all about. Give me some really cool deaths.
Give me variety.
Yeah, I need variety. And yeah, it's got some good variety. It's actually, it's really well shot, really pretty. Again, I can't even believe that they did that with a $50 million budget. I mean, that they worked that budget.
Yeah, the only problem I'm going to have is obviously going into it, I'm just going to be thinking about The Raid the entire time. Hopefully that won't ruin the experience for me.
You know, here's the thing. I didn't even know what the plot was. And yeah, it's kind of The Raid. It's kind of The Raid's plot. Although instead of a bunch of martial arts, it's mostly just guns.
Yeah, that's good. Got anything else that we really need to talk about?
Well, there are a couple of movies coming out I'm looking forward to, like Seven Psychopaths.
Seven Psychopaths looks good. I'm looking forward to a lot of movies, honestly. I'm looking forward to Django Unchained. I'm looking forward to Wreck-It Ralph. This is the season where a lot of fun stuff's about to come out.
Yeah, actually, there are a lot of like Argo, which some of you may not know about. It's this movie about this film.
Bryan Cranston in it.
Yeah, fake film team, sent by the U.S. government to break some. It's really cool. And then there's
Canada too, partially.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, they're at the Canadian Embassy.
Oh, neat.
Yep.
Yeah, Canada helped out with there's actually kind of a controversy up here, apparently, because the movie was filmed with, like, the fact that Canadians actually pulled a good majority of it off, and there was really no focus on them, apparently. It was like, they kind of like, hey, hold on, this is like one of our really cool things we did. Oh,
you go to hell, this is an American movie.
Oh, Iron Fists.
Yeah,
that looks so. I don't know the fact that there is a movie with Russell Crowe, Lucy Liu, and Batista.
I've been following that movie since like frickin' Midsummer when I first heard about it. I'm like, oh yeah. Oh, one movie that I'm actually really looking forward to because I'm kind of done with Paranormal Activity after the third one was good, but the fourth one just doesn't look that good to me.
Please don't say Sinister.
No. I'm looking forward to a movie called VHS.
Oh, I've actually heard it's overrated.
Have you heard it's overrated? Because I've heard good things about it.
See, I've heard some people say like, oh, it's so interesting, it's so cool, it's so new, and then I've heard some other people like, I have like this pool of critics I listen to, and one of them liked it, and then a couple of the other ones said, yeah, it's overrated.
I'm giving it a chance because it's something different this year.
Oh no,
and
that's cool.
I will see Sinister. Not gonna lie, it's probably not gonna be as good as Insidious or any of the Paranormal Activities, but I'll probably see it anyway.
Man, you put yourself through some terrible, terrible horror movies.
Yeah, I really do, especially considering it's my least favorite genre of film.
Is Django Unchained coming out on Christmas?
It's coming out around Christmas. I know that.
No, I'm looking at it. It comes out on Christmas.
Oh, beautiful. Huh. I know what I'm doing Christmas. Me and a bunch of Jews are going to be in there watching a bunch of stuff.
You sit down, Gon's right next to you. Oh, hey, dude. No, he's in Dallas now.
Yeah.
I can't believe Gon moved to Dallas. Oh, God, there's other movies. God, there's that Red Dawn remake, which I will not be seeing, even if Chris Hemsworth is in it.
I like how he became. I like how that movie was filmed like just after Thor, and he wasn't even top billing in that. And now he's totally top billing.
Oh, and then there's Cloud Atlas, which looks really interesting, but could be really bad.
I hear the book is good, and that the movie is incredibly trippy.
World War Z, huh?
Yeah, that movie's gonna suck.
Yeah.
There's Life of Pi, which I'm looking forward to.
You know what? The movie, I think I'm looking like I gotta agree with the nostalgia critic on one thing. I'm really looking forward to Les Mis.
Oh yeah, I have a bunch of like big theater guys who are all about Les Mis, and I saw a little bit of it. I'm like, yeah, this might actually be really good.
I guess for now that just about wraps everything up here.
Yay!
So we'll catch you guys next time on the Team 4-Star Podcast.
I watched Schindler's List.
Bye.